So, boy army, welcome to another spicy video on the channel. In this one, we are going to be looking at the 5 best formations right now on FIFA 21. Obviously, this is all down to opinion. Different people are going to think different things, but I'm going to talk you through why I think each formation's so good, the main strengths and weaknesses of it, why you should pick this formation. So hopefully it'll help you to pick one that suits you. Then over the next couple of weeks, I will be doing a tactics video on each one and showing you how to play with it in game. We've, for the last couple of weeks on the channel, been mostly doing just FUT birthday player reviews. That's kind of stopped now. So what I'm going to go back to now, formation videos, tactics videos, and we'll also carry on with the series where I looked at the best players in each position. Let's get into this. So this is my current team. I've lost a lot of value of coins in my team, but I'm just trying out a lot of different players, to be honest. I want to try different players out and have fun with them, do you know what I mean? Right now, personally, I am playing the 4-4-2 second variation. For me, I would say it is the best formation in the game right now, just in terms of overall balance. And I think it's the one that has the least weaknesses in it. The reason that the 4-4-2 is so good, you get the flat back four, so you get the solid defense. I would always go the second variation personally. Some people prefer the normal one where it's centre mids instead of CDMs. So your team's a little bit higher up for attacking, but for me, I prefer the one with CDMs, honestly. I like both, but the CDM one just shields the defense a little bit better. The left mid and right mid offer width, but you can also get them on comeback on defense, which helps a lot when you're trying to keep shape and defending. And I think, generally speaking, other than the 4-2-3-1, which we'll get to, I like having 2 strikers up front. And I think if you don't have 2 strikers up front on this game, you are quite limited. So for me personally, the 4-4-2 is the best formation. But it's definitely, if you don't think it's the best, it's definitely one of them. It's very versatile. Doesn't really have a major weakness. I think its biggest issue is the gap between the midfield and strikers. You can bridge that by using 1-2s. I use balanced attack on my CDMs so they get forward a bit more. But the gap is a bit of an issue at times. But you can do driven passes to your strikers, get your midfield a bit more forward. It's just very well solid and balanced across the board, to be honest. So first formation we're talking about is the 4-4-2. The second one we're going to look at is the 4-2-3-1. So for me, the 4-2-3-1, whilst it is a very good formation still, I don't enjoy it as much as others because I just find it a bit boring, to be honest. But it's very effective. And if you're a type of player who wants to play solid possession, very organised defence, keep the ball quite well, the 4-2-3-1 is going to be for you. But you need patience in this. You need to have players who are going to make good runs. You're going to have to wait and be patient for a chance to open up because you don't have those 2 strikers. You have very good defence, though, because your 5 midfielders are going to be able to get back. They're going to support you a lot. That's going to make a big difference, honestly, in helping you out defensively. But going forward, not having 2 strikers does limit you a bit. The cam's very nice. It's what the 4-4-2 lacks. I like having the cam a lot in this, but I do miss having 2 strikers. So the big weakness in this formation, a lack of 2 strikers. I don't think Lam and Ram either do quite as much as a left mid or right mid on this game. There's something where left mid and right mid kind of they kind of pull the fullbacks out and make more space. But I still wouldn't use the second variation with a left mid or right mid because then you're a bit isolated up front. Very good formation, the 4-2-3-1 for patience, possession, defensive play, but not the most fun, so I don't use it, but it's still one of the best this year. That's the second. 4-3-1-2 is another one we're adding to this list. If you want really high intensity, crazy pressing play, then the 4-3-1-2 is for you. I do think you need a better team for this formation. You need fullbacks who can attack. Basically, what you do in this formation is you go high depth, press after possession loss, so when you lose the ball, your team instantly go for him, and you have your fullbacks on minimum balanced attack. Some might go join the attack. So your fullbacks give you width because you need width on FIFA. The issue with this formation, its main weakness, and the reason I don't use it as much, is that it lacks width if you don't have the fullbacks attacking. But then when you have the fullbacks attacking, you leave gaps in behind. So you can get countered, and through balls and pace are obviously very, very strong on this game. So it's high risk, high reward. But when you're attacking, you have 8 options. You have loads of options in the middle, obviously, with that triangle. 2 strikers and a cam is like the holy trinity of FIFA attacking. Loads of crazy attacking patterns. You have midfield, bombing forward. It is overwhelming your opposition a lot of the time, and it's very hard to defend against. But it does leave you vulnerable, and when the gameplay is bad and delayed, I struggle sometimes in this formation. Some pros think this is one of the most broken formations ever on FIFA, just in terms of how strong it is. I rate it, like it a lot. It's a lot of fun, but it will leave you a bit more vulnerable. But if you want high press, intensity, attacking play, this one's for you. And then coming to the fourth one, we're going the 5-3-2. Now, I've seen a lot of talk about this on this game, and for me, I really like this formation. For me, it's probably the second best formation in the game. But what I would say is that if you play it defensively, and by that I mean where you put your wing backs and centre backs on stay back while attacking, I think it's a pretty bad formation. It's pretty hard to break down and defensively good, but what happens is a lot of people play it, put every one of their 5 back on stay back, and they have no attacking options, and it's awful going forward. It still will be good for through balls and counter-attacking and frustrating people, but honestly, I think the best way to play this formation is with the wing backs on attacking, still have 3 centre-backs to protect you. At one point, I would have said it was the best formation, but then people started to discover ways of countering it. You can kind of catch people on the counter if you leave a few men forward, which is risky, but it does leave this formation a bit more vulnerable. If you want a balanced formation that's going to help you out a little bit more defensively because you have 3 centre-backs, then this one's for you. But it is still very good at going forward, and I do rate it still for attacking. The last one we are going to look at is the 3-5-2. Very, very similar to the 5-3-2, but a bit more attacking naturally by having a left mid and a right mid instead of a left wing back and a right wing back. They just sit up a little bit more forward, get a little bit wider, get a bit of chalk on the boots, and when they get forward, it's going to help you absolutely loads at just overwhelming your opponents. This is up there for the most fun and attacking formation, tactics, way of playing I've ever seen on FIFA. I've run it quite a bit this year. I've hit 30 with it. I mean, I've hit a 30 with every formation, to be fair, on this formations video this week. Stream it all on Twitch. If you've not seen my Twitch, get involved on there. Fun formation. Bit vulnerable down the wings if you get counter-attacked. In great gameplay, this one's amazing because you can just open people up and it's so solid at breaking people down. In bad gameplay, it is a bit of an issue because I think you have to play this with press after possession loss and high depth, but then you end up getting caught out and it is quite an issue. I need to... no, I don't want... I think I've changed my tactic. Should have done that. Anyway, the 3-5-2, very good formation. If you want a fun formation that's high press, really attacking lots of attacking patterns, this one's for you. So we've had the 4-4-2, probably the most balanced. 4-2-3-1, great for possession, patient, defensive play. We had the 4-3-1-2, crazy attacking, pressing, intensity, really in your opponent's face. 5-3-2, quite balanced, but a bit more defensive than the 5-3-2. And then the 4-4-2, and then the 3-5-2, not quite as crazy all out as the 4-3-1-2, but lots of attacking patterns and options to go with. Those are what I think are the best 5 formations right now in the game. Some people still like the 4-2-2 as well. Yeah, that's what I think. Let me know what you guys think. Appreciate you watching the videos and supporting the channel as always. Keep it spicy.